Hello and welcome back to Fresh BCSE Tech. In this video, I'm going to show you another one of the October It's Learning 2020 updates. This is specifically a few changes and tweaks to the rich text editor on It's Learning. So the rich text editor on It's Learning is where you can add in a lot of options for your students. You can add text, links, audio, video, all that jazz, and it's pretty much located everywhere on It's Learning. So I'm going to show you an example on a page right now, but these changes and updates I'm showing you are applicable on assignments, as well as notes, tasks, tests, anywhere where you see the rich text editor. So if I'm on a page right now, I would start by giving it a title, and I'm going to add a content block and select rich content. And that is where I can start adding in some of these new things with the rich text editor. All right. So if you've been an It's Learning user for a while, these are probably some welcome changes. The first one being that it's a little bit different in how you can add images on It's Learning now. So you should use the image button that's on the rich text editor to add a picture. The way you'll do that is you'll select the button, and then from here you can either look up an image on the internet and use the image URL, select from ones you've already loaded, or upload them that are saved on your computer. So if I do that, I'm going to select maybe this fall pumpkins picture. I would select it, can configure my text wrapping here, and I can just do upload and insert. All right. So from there, this is a little bit different in that with the It's Learning new little button here in the corner, it's easier for you to see and resize pictures. So I've added my picture there. If you have been copying and pasting images on It's Learning into text boxes, sometimes you get an error message. And the reason being is that a picture might look nice on this side of things, but when you copy and paste a picture into a text box on It's Learning, that actually adds thousands of lines of characters and code on the back end of things. So they have actually put in an error message there to try to stop that from happening so it doesn't max out servers and cause any issues. So the best way to add a picture is to use this icon button here, the picture icon button. All right, so once you have done that, you've had your picture here, you resized it. Now the new thing is that you can double click the picture and it brings up some options here. So you can always add alternative text, which is great for supporting your students who might be using screen readers and rely on alt text in their screen reader to describe images for them. I can add that there. I can also add a caption. So if I want to do that, I'll select it. I'll click OK. And now there's a little caption text box that pops up here. I just click in that space to edit, and I can type in my text there, and then I can resize this as I need. And it does keep the text on that caption there pretty decent size. So if you make the picture pretty small, your students can still see it. So that is how I can add in an image there and add in some captions and things like that. Now, if I wanted to add in other media on here, you still have the ability to do that. So I'm going to click above this and delete that picture for now. The other thing that's new on the rich text editor is that there's improved keyboard shortcuts and keystrokes so that a lot of the same things that happen if you're working on a Word document or a Google Doc now show up on It's Learning in the rich text editor. So if I wanted to add a numbered list, I just start typing there, 1 and then the period, and it starts that numbered list over here so that as I enter, it just goes through that numbered list. All right. Same thing if you're adding in other characters, like if you're a math teacher and I type in 1/2, it makes that look the way it would the formatting that you would see in a Word document. And to paste things onto It's Learning, if you right click, you might not always see paste coming up as an option. And that is because you need to use the keyboard shortcut, which is Control+V. All right, so it pasted it there for me. That was what I had already copied from my caption. So those are just some examples of some keyboard shortcuts that show up here. There's even more in terms of adding other math symbols and characters as well, and adding in bullet points too. All right, so if you have questions, let us know. These are just some simple tweaks in here that might improve your experience on It's Learning and using the rich text editor.